Hi there, my name's Phil and I'm a director here at the Mobile Coffee Group, and it's my pleasure today to introduce you to our latest coffee van, the LDV G10 This is probably the most popular van we've been building for a number of years now. In terms of the vehicle itself, the LDV, we've done, I don't know exactly, but well over 400 of them. So a lot of LDVs, we're super happy with them. However, we can incorporate this fit out into any van you like. So any brand, doesn't have to be LDV. The fit out is very similar. And we've pretty much built any commercial vehicle in Australia we've done a fit out for. But let me show you what we do in the back of this van. So everything you see here is a food grade stainless steel fit out. Below the bench, we've got a couple of components that are very important for the operator. In the middle is my favorite thing, which is our drawer fridge. Stainless steel on the front. It's very powerful. It can fit 16 two-litre milk bottles. So you run all your coffee service milk out of here, and then around the side, I'll show you in a second, we have a large double door fridge, which is for extra milk and all of your cold beverages and food that you want to sell. But this fridge is phenomenal. It locks so it doesn't move around in transit. And either side there, we've got two storage drawers. So you've got lots of room for your hot chocolate, utensils, chai, decaf, everything else you need to carry. We have an inbuilt knockbox to the right. So when you're making coffee, you've got your grinder, you do your shot of coffee, the knockbox is right there on the same side. And that's very important because it works very well flow-wise. So if there's one operator Monday to Friday, you're going to be super comfortable. But for big events, if there's two of you, you're going to have one person on that side, one on this side, and there's going to be no crossover. So the workflow has been designed purposely for this style of van. Above this drawer, we have our cash till, and then above the till, we have a jug rinser. So you can clean your jugs as you go. Back here to the left, we have another sink. It has a hot cold flick mixer to clean out your milk jugs and your utensils. To the left of that, you've got a compartment there for your lids, so lid storage. You've got your syrup storage at the back. We've got our two-group Frappuccino coffee machine. Now this is a dual fuel machine. It runs off gas and lithium battery. They're phenomenal machines. We've used them hundreds and hundreds of times and we're very happy. Above the machine, we've got our spring-loaded cup dispensers, so 8 ounce, 12 ounce, 16 ounce. We've got ventilation through the top. We've got internal lighting, and it's a very neat, compact and very economical fit out. So you can do huge volume out of the back here. The council will love it. These vans are in every state and territory. We've built over 900 vehicles. We've never not complied with food and health regulations. So everything we do complies with everything, wherever you are in the country. And I'll show you around the side, and I'll show you what else we do in this van. So around the side of the LDV, this is the passenger side sliding door. We have a ventilation unit on both sliding doors so it breathes quite well. And we have a large extraction fan on the roof that's going to take all the hot air out. On the inside, we put in this large sealed cargo barrier. So it separates the commercial area from the passengers. Number one, safety. It's very safe for the passengers in the front of the vehicle. The aircon is isolated just for the front, and it's, it has to be in there compliance-wise. So we put that in every fit out. We have our large 198 litre two-door fridge. You can see it's all misted up because we've had it on this morning. We raise the fridge up so you can clean underneath, which council love. And on the inside of the fridge, we put in fridge dividers. So canned drinks, bottles, things like that. It'll stay in position during transit, which is very important. And then we have our nice cake display on top. So you use the cake display for muffins, banana breads, products like that you want to sell. Generally it stops, you'll open this sliding door, you'll go back to the back of the vehicle and you'll be making coffees. Your customers will come over here and help themselves. They might grab a can of Coke, they'll grab a muffin, come to the back, order a coffee and pay at the very end. You also have another sink in here, which is a sensor hand wash sink. It has soap, paper towels. It's going to come out lukewarm. Very important for council, very important for compliance, and we put it in every van. And you also have your waste tank. So this hose just comes out. You can empty your wastewater however you like. It really is just water and coffee granules, so it is good for the lawns, it's good for compost. We don't put milk down our sinks. And in this valve is super strong. So if you do ever forget to empty your waste tank, you won't have any leakages in the vehicle. It has an inbuilt overflow system and it'll actually flow out onto the road. So this is the driver's side of the LDV G10. There's a couple of components that we put in externally to make the operation smooth and seamless. You have your external power inlet here, so you plug it into 15 amp power. When you're at an event, you can plug the van in, you don't have to run off battery and gas, and it'll run unlimited and all day. And then at the end of your day, what's very important is you plug it in overnight, your lithium battery pack will charge, so when you start the next day, you're at 100% and ready to go. Here we have our external gas box. Now this is very important. You're not allowed to have gas inside the vehicle. So this is built with a fully compliant certificate. It's gas compliance for every state and territory in Australia. We use a 3.8 kilo, or we call it a 4 kilo swap and go. So any service station you could swap and go your gas. However, during service, if you do run out of gas, you can keep using the coffee machine off battery. And then once you're done at that stop, you can pick up another gas bottle on your way to the next stop. So we've never had a client call us and say, hey, we couldn't make coffees, we ran out of gas. So it's a very efficient system. It's very safe. It's all built to code. You're allowed to have the gas on while you drive. So when you get from stop to stop, your coffee machine is hot and ready to go. Here we have our external water filler. It's lockable. Any garden hose is fine. We do have filters on the inside, so all your water is going to be filtered that goes through to the coffee machine and the sinks, but the coffee machine most importantly. We've got our extraction fan on the roof. We've got vents here on this door and the other sliding door. It's very important. So the idea is when you're in transit or you're stopped, there's going to be air getting sucked into the vehicle via these vents. That fan's going to do all the hard work, and it's going to get all the hot air and get it out the top of the vehicle. So really helps keep the temperature down, really helps keep the fridge on the inside. The compressor works well, and you shouldn't have any overheating issues. Now opening this door, you've got different options for your fit out. So this particular client has gone for a pie warmer. We can leave this space vacant, so you've got extra room for storage. You could have a sandwich press, you could have microwaves, another fridge, freezer, whatever you like. My preference is keeping the space spare because it's really great. Having driven coffee vans for so many years, having space to take stock to events is super important. You know, the very big events where you need cases of bottled water, cases of soft drink, lots of extra coffee cups, lids, you name it. Having space to store it is important, but we customize whatever you like we can do. You could start with leaving it blank, and then after 6 months, if you want to add something, we can always do that too. So you've got a lot of space here. We've got a fire extinguisher, and then on the inside, we've got the power system. So lithium batteries, inverter. You've got 2 pumps, one for the coffee machine, one for both sinks. You've got a filter, we've got an accumulator that works well with the pump, and a hot water system. So fully functional van, you can go anywhere, it's completely mobile. You can run off mains power, but if there's no power available, it is designed to run completely off grid, and you just charge it overnight for the batteries. And lastly, we have what we call a buck boost DC to DC charger. So when the vehicle's on, whether it's in idle or you're driving around, it's putting charge back into the lithium batteries. So you have a digital reader in the front cabin, so you always know your percentage. Just like your mobile phone, you'll watch it go from 100% down throughout the day, but as you're driving, it's putting charge back into the system. And then when you get home, you'll charge it overnight. So you start at 100%, you can do the biggest of the biggest days. We can up-spec the batteries if you want to have more power for more appliances, but this van as is, super functional, super popular, and you can sell so many products. So thanks for having a look, and if you have any questions, please give our office a call. Our number is 1300 74 60 20, or send me an email. I'd love to have a chat and answer all your questions. Thank you and have a good day.